Good afternoon and welcome back to My Harlem Portraits, the show that aims at shedding the light on the fundamental contribution of African Americans to the building of this country and on Black excellence. Today, we have the utmost representation of Black excellence in Tony, Grammy, Drama Desk, and Outer Critics Circle Awards winner, J. Harrison Ghee. Welcome to My Harlem Portraits.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you for having me. So happy to be here.
It's so fantastic to have you. May I call you Harrison?
You can just call me Jay.
Jay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jay. So you are, as we said, a Tony and Grammy Award winner. You made history as the first non-binary actor to win Best Leading Actor in a Musical for creating the double role of Daphne Jerry in the Broadway adaptation of the famed 1959 movie Some Like It Hot. You played the role that was of Jack Lemmon, opposite Marilyn Monroe and Tony Curtis, in a movie that even at the time was banned in Kansas because cross-dressing was too disturbing to Kansans. So your amazing performance also garnered you the Drama Desk and the Outer Critics Circle Awards. Being the first is always comes with great responsibilities. How did you feel to obtain such recognition, especially on Broadway, the Great White Way? And how did that change your already exceptional career at the time?
Oh, wow. I didn't take it lightly that I was being honored in such a way and being recognized for the work that I was doing. It was humbling, really, to get to walk in the fullness of my dreams, of being effective in my work and in my ministry. Um, and for that to really be recognized and received with such beauty and such open arms and such grace. Um, it was, like I said, so humbling. So I was grateful for the opportunity to get to show up for that moment, to live that experience. And it just encouraged me to keep pursuing what I feel in my heart, that there's hope in the world, that humanity is still connected, that we're still longing for better and for more.
Yeah, I don't know about this now, but after the other day's performance, I believe, and I'm talking about the political performance, I believe, Mary, is there is hope. I was really, I woke up, I was feeling like, okay, maybe we are in a better world.
I was
But
gonna say because we need the balance though. That's the hard part of we can't appreciate the good if we don't have the bad. So we have to have those moments of darkness, the moments of uncertainty, the moments of grim life in order to get our way back to the love, get our way back to the hope, get our way back to what is possible. Um, that is the ebb and flow of life.
yes, that's true. That is very, very true. And you're very good in the way you accept it. I'm not so good at that.
I mean,
Actually.
I can accept it in this moment and in this interview, but I definitely have my moments too where it's like, "Ugh."
Listen, your performance in Some Like It Hot was mesmerizing. I was in awe. You stole the show. You were the center of everything. And I don't know, I feel that when you move, you spread light all around you. It's just sparkles going all around you and coming on us. And it's fantastic. So that's why I'm so honored to have you and so happy to.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very recently, you starred in the New York Theater Workshop, twice extended, mesmerizing musical Saturday Church. which has a stellar cast, by the way, and a creative team. I will name just a few. Director Tony nominee Whitney White, which, by the way, I interviewed yesterday.
Oh, I love her so much.
It's wonderful. Yesterday. So that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Book and lyrics by Emmy nominee Damon Cardazis. She come to me. Pulitzer winner, but Tommy nominee James Fatham. Music and lyrics by Grammy nominee and pop icon Shia Chandelier. This is acting. Thousand Forms of Fear and more. And then cast members. The Voice 2025 contender Bryson Battle. Grammy and Emmy winner Crystalline Lloyd, who's now playing on Broadway. And that's why I interviewed Whitney
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Liberation.
Liberation. Yeah, so, which is also so good. Yeah.
Tony and Drama Dress winner Joaquina Calucango, who was Paradise Square. I stood up most of the time when she was singing because it was amazing.
Yeah.
Broadway veteran Christina Sajou, tell me a little bit about how wonderful was this show and how this there was a connection among all of you. It was it was like going home to a family.
And it felt like that going to work every day. Whitney White really intentionally created and crafted a room that was safe, that was fun. It was easy to create that because she built a trust in that company, of being able to come into the room, to trust yourself as an individual, as an artist, to make choices, to know that you had room to play. And we were telling a very important story that is necessary right now with legislation trying to be passed against LGBTQIA, you know, people, specifically Black and Brown people, and to get to tell the relationship of faith and queerness and how both can exist at one time
Mhm.
and do exist, um, was just, I mean, another dream come true to get to stand in the role of Pastor Lewis, but then also play Black Jesus, um, and effectively move some people's hearts and minds. Yeah, it was a really a very special experience.
You think this is going to go to Broadway? Because I would love to. I think it is.
That's the hope. I mean, we got a great buzz, and like you said, we were extended twice, and people responded so beautifully to it. And everyone who left, just you saw the joy as they were leaving, and the energy that they felt in their bodies and took with them. And so many people came back to the show as often as they could during our, short run. But yeah, so Broadway is hopefully the next step.
Tell us a little bit about the story.
So Bryson Battle from The Voice plays the lead Ulysses, who is this young queer boy who is battling with his identity, and is led to find this place, Saturday Church, where these trans and queer and non-binary and LGBTQIA plus people go to find safety and find family and community, and they find a part of themselves, and they choose not to deny that. And the battle they have with their family and their faith, um, is the journey you experience in the show. And again, I get to play Black Jesus, this being that ushers Ulysses through that odyssey and really builds the trust back in himself and in faith to know that like everything he needs is in him.
And you were just amazing in that. You tower from your height and you are Jesus. And in Italy, we have many Black Jesuses. This is, oh yeah, my village where I come from, as every year, it's a celebration of the church.
Mm.
and they carry three huge crosses with black Jesuses on it.
I mean, facts are facts.
Exactly.
Eh,
In Europe, we know that.
yes,
We've been knowing that.
people
So
love to make up their own stories, but we know what is to be true. And also, finding whatever faith and belief resonates the most with you is what should lead. The way we try to homogenize faith and spirituality and religion as everybody should feel and know in the same exact thing, it's like, no, that's a personal experience. And the God in me sees the God in you, and it can connect, but that's going to feel and look like a very different thing for every individual.
I totally agree with you. The God in you, the God in me. I think the God is in every one of us.
Yeah,
And that's what yeah, I really believe that. And if you believe that and you behave according to that, then there wouldn't be any wars. There wouldn't be any hate. There wouldn't be
yeah,
any discrimination because you see the other person as a person. And you show that in that show and in everything you do. I haven't seen you in Kinky Boots because I wasn't here, but I've heard about it. And we're going to talk about that. So let's go to many other Broadway credits that you have. As you were saying, Kinky Boots, you were Lola. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Kinky Boots was a show that changed my life, changed my career. I started that show on tour as a swing and a Lola understudy, and then I took over the tour as Lola, and I made my Broadway debut as Lola. And that was a show that paralleled my real life as a drag artist, and that getting to sing Not My Father's Son 8 times a week and Hold Me in Your Heart um, was therapy for me. I got to heal a lot of my own trauma, a lot of my own life experience through that show. And it really brought my family together in every way. And so I'm grateful for Kinky Boots and getting to share that message around the world.
Tell us a bit, if you want, about what happened with your family.
I mean, again, singing that the lyrics of Not My Father's Son, I felt like they wrote them for me. My
Mm.
dad was a pastor and
God.
had a degree in history and philosophy. And the sing the lyrics of with the strength of Sparta and the patience of Job,
Wow.
and singing about, having this struggle with like, am I enough? Is my father proud of me? Do you get me? Do you understand me? And my dad ended up seeing that show 7 times in the 5 years I did it. And we had many moments where he really stopped to say, hey, I love you, every part of you. Um, and how proud he was of me, not just for what I was achieving in my career, but the human that I was, the person that he saw me being. And it really, I think it grounded him and humbled him in a way to see what part he played in my life, and how that was manifesting.
In that. Wow.
Yeah.
This is so wonderful. Thank you for sharing this.
Yes.
Very wonderful. Let's go to Mrs. Doubtfire. You created the role of Andre Mayhem. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, such another beautiful experience. Working with that incredible creative team, with Jerry Zaks directing us, with Rob McClure leading us as Mrs. Doubtfire. That was another very intentional project where we put in the work to make sure that what we were creating was considerate, was heartfelt, was intentional. Um, my favorite part of that process was our note sessions with Jerry Zaks, where we really sat and had conversation about what we were creating, and how Rob McClure wanted to lead that so intentionally with heart and with purpose. And I mean, it's so cliche, but we really were a big family, and we trauma bonded because that was during COVID.
Oh,
So we went through a lot of back and forth and a lot of trial with that show, and it
Mhm.
really bonded us in such a beautiful way.
Is that COVID experience is something that really changed the world. How did you approach it? Now that you said that you were
I
doing this
I
stuff.
I took it as a time to really anchor myself deeper in truth for myself, what I was working towards, who I desired to be. It was an opportunity to really do some serious self work and to hopefully come out of that better than when I went in.
Yeah, I think it
And yeah, I felt like I accomplished that for myself. It definitely was a kickstarter to like the next level for me.
fantastic because some people really got lost in it and some others really learned from it something. And that's,
Yeah.
I learned to do this show during COVID
Mm,
because the studios were closed. So I had to learn how to do it on Zoom, how to edit myself, and so on. So that was, for me, was important to learn this. Now I can do it without, I don't need anybody.
okay.
Myself.
And it's amazing what life will teach you if you make yourself available to being flexible and to expanding and not limiting yourself to being one thing or relying on everyone else.
Mhm.
And that definitely was a time of, again, COVID was crazy enough. It felt like a big playtime to really say, okay, well, what's in me? What do I want to get out? How do I get it out? So I really took a lot of there were a lot of opportunities I made for myself to be creative. I did a bunch of Instagram series, one for Black History Month. I did one for Pride where I was doing photo shoots around my apartment with things I had and just a cell phone and a friend, and but connecting it to purpose and
Beautiful.
intention and sharing something with the world or trying to inform others and inform myself and learn and expand during that time and not just again sit and be stagnant.
Yes. Yeah. You die if you sit in this statement. Uh, last one. You co-starred opposite Harry Connick Jr. in The Sting.
Yes.
Tell us.
Oh my lord, another ooh beautiful time that I wouldn't trade for the word. Harry Connick is family now at this point. He calls me his little brother.
Wow.
Um, and we had such a beautiful time creating that together. My favorite story from that is a moment we shared during tech where we were standing around letting them light and do things. And I jokingly said, oh, I wish I could be a diva. I wish I could be one of those people who like made other people's job hard.
Mhm.
It like, I don't understand people who operate like that.
Yeah.
And Harry said to me, listen, I have an ego. You have an ego. Everybody has an ego. But our egos tell us that we want to work with us. So why would we ever be those people?
Yes.
And it stuck with me because it is how I operate, but putting the words to that and being so it was such a sweet moment of just like bonding. And
Mhm.
I was like, all right, you're pure of heart, I'm pure of heart, and we just want to do good in the world and affect people positively. And yeah, this thing was just such a great time. I just reconnected with some cast members the other day, and we were like, wow, that's was so long ago. And look at us, we're still in each other's lives and creating and expressing and sharing.
Beautiful. Yeah, when you create family, I mean, the connection you create with people who really matters to you are fundamental because they become your family as well.
Yeah.
You know, my family, my mom and dad, they passed. My mom passed 3 years ago, so I only have a sister, and that's it.
Mm.
It's a small family. So my friends are really my family. Very important to have them around. Let's go to the screen. You have appeared on Fox, Accused, Netflix, Raising, Diane, and HBO's High Maintenance. What's the difference between acting on theater and on screen, and what do you prefer, if you prefer any, and what is the best experiences that you
I don't have a preference. I love it all. It's a all an opportunity to play, to expand, to learn. But every one of those sets were moments that I learned, I gained something. And like what I was shooting Raising Dion while I was doing Kinky Boots. So I would literally leave my Broadway show to fly to Atlanta to shoot, to do these scenes, and then go back. And it helped me on both sides. The theater helped me, make bold choices and be present and in the moment. But TV helped me hone in and really make that feeling more intentional and more focused. And getting to dabble in both at the same time was such a fun seesaw to be on. Um, Getting to do Accused, that episode directed by Billy Porter was,
Oh my God. I
I
love
mean,
Billy.
I love him too. And to be friends with him in that way and to work with him and to be directed by him was such a safe environment. And Billy was very intentional about making sure that I had everything I needed, that he supported me, that he saw me. And Billy is the one of my biggest cheerleaders. He's like, listen, I may be the first to do a lot of things, but I can't be the only.
Yeah.
So come, like he would help me with opportunities and coach me and cheer me on and support. He came to see Saturday Church and loved that. And so I'm grateful for that friendship that I have with somebody who is also I look up to and cherish in such a way.
Yeah. You are the new generation of Billys.
Thank you.
Yes. I love him. I love you. You are amazing. Both of you. The excellence that you put in everything you do. And seeing you like this and seeing you as the Jesus, the Black Jesus, or in on Broadway, it's like seeing two different people but connected in one. How does it feel for you to go from one to the other when you dress and when you are on stage?
Have found joy in knowing that I am a shapeshifter. It's fun for me. I get to try on these different characters. I get to be these different things and really live in these moments. And that is a dream come true. I love humanity and I love showing humanity what's possible. And so it is just parts of myself that I get to show and hopefully encourage people that they have access to that same multifacet, that same versatility within themselves. That we don't have to be limited to
No,
being one thing. We don't have to stay compartmentalized and stay small to make sense to other people. You can be your vast, diverse self, your intersectional self.
I like that shapeshifter. I'm gonna adopt that.
Yeah.
It's
It
beautiful.
frees you in such a way. It
Yes.
really makes space for infinite possibility.
Yeah.
Because if I just see myself one way, then I'm so stuck and so limited.
Because it's not you. You are more than that.
Because I'm trying to make myself fit into this one thing as opposed to understanding that there are so many sides to me. And that's what makes me me.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the fun of in Saturday Church, getting to play the pastor who is this straight laced, like grounded human, but then also Black Jesus, who is literally everything. And a lot of audience members didn't recognize until maybe act two or after the show. They were like, wait, it's the same human? How?
I didn't recognize it. I did. You're telling me now. I had no idea you played the pastor. That's so funny. You were telling me. I didn't say anything, but I said, oh,
To see the pastor bow. And then they were like, oh, that was like,
fantastic. It's amazing because I walked out because I had to rush.
yeah.
And then I thought about it. I said, the pastor wasn't there. Fantastic. Uh, Tell us about how you began and what made you embrace this career. What made you see that this was the path you wanted to follow?
Since I was a kid, anytime I was ever singing in front of an audience, I always felt the power I possessed in those moments, that it moved people. And I saw how people were affected by the gifts I was given. And it wasn't until high school that I really decided to pursue it as like, oh no, this is a part of my purpose. This is
Mhm.
why I'm put here on earth. And my mom always raised me and my brother to understand that our gifts were not about us as individuals, but like we were meant to do something with them. And when I had that revelation specifically towards choosing a career, there was no turning back. It was just, okay, great. I'm going to operate in faith and know that God will guide me along the way and um, give me purpose and give me focus and drive. And so then it was just a matter of making the leap of faith, of choosing to move to New York at 18 to go to school. I moved here and never looked back.
Wow. And
And
you're happy with what?
been I've been blessed, yeah, to continue to work, to continue to grow, to continue to expand. I've been talking a lot about this with my friends recently. I moved here 18 years ago and definitely thought I had to be a straight leading man and I could only that's how I could be successful in the industry because that's what the landscape looked like. And I didn't know anything else for myself. But now, having lived a life and put in the work and created roles that now expands how we tell stories and what stories we tell, I'm amazed at how God has like made things happen and freed me to be me
Yeah.
more purely, more honestly, more openly and available. Eternally grateful for getting to live this experience. It's a privilege to be Black queer joy, and especially at a time like this.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. You really, you really embody that totally. Last thing I want to ask you is your engagement. You are outspoken advocate for LGBTQI and are active in many organizations. Tell us a bit about these organizations. And we have 1 minute left.
So many. I mean, I'm on the board of trustees for Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS, a wonderful organization that gives so much support, life support to
Mhm.
people, food services, medical services, housing, um, and being able to give back and to pour back into the community is so important to me to be again effective not only on stage but off stage in my ministry and in my missionary work in that way if I'm connecting it to faith. um uh, it's a privilege to get to use my platform to make a difference.
Yes,
It's one thing to be doing it selfishly for attention, but like I am grateful to get to wield this power, this platform to help others and to give hope and to give faith and to give love. Like God's Love We Deliver, another organization I'm attached to that like gives home cooked meals and intention and connection and and love through service. And that is the life of an artist is a life of service.
That is very beautiful. Not every artist does that, not all of them. So you are special.
Thank you.
You say that you have a mantra. Tell me your mantra.
I do everything in life with intention and purpose, but most importantly, with love. And that's the gospel according to Jay.
we, you should write that book.
I will.
Write that. It's gonna be a new beautiful play.
Yeah.
The Gospel According to Jay. Jay, thank you very, very much for this conversation. I am very happy we could finally make it. I wish you the best in your life, and I hope we cross paths again because there are many people that connect us. I noticed, and I hope I see you on Broadway with that or with something else.
Yes, one way or another, we will return, and I'm grateful. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for honoring the work. Thank you for proclaiming the Black excellence.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't take that lightly, and I am grateful, and I stand a little taller today for the love that you have shown me. So thank you. Thank you
You can
for
be taller than what you are. Thank you so much again. I
thank you.
met the human being, the beautiful human being behind the actor that I've admired until now, and I'm so thankful for that, to
Thank you.
share this with you.
My pleasure.
Thank you to our viewer. To catch up on previous episodes, please go to My Harlem Portraits on YouTube. Check it, like it, subscribe, is free, and make it go viral. We want Black excellence to be known all over.